There's a connection that many people don't see, one that's hidden in plain sight, but affects every part of life, especially your finances. That connection is between lust and money loss. Most people think lust is just about physical attraction or sexual desire, but it goes much deeper than that. Lust is a distraction, a trap, and for many chosen ones, it's a form of spiritual warfare. It targets your mind, your energy, and your focus. And when you're not careful, it will silently pull you away from the wealth, clarity, and success you're meant to have. Many chosen ones go through life wondering why they can't seem to build wealth. They work hard, they dream big, and yet they feel like they're always stuck in the same place. Money slips through their hands, financial stability feels out of reach, and no matter what they do, they can't seem to get ahead. The truth is, it's not always about lack of effort or opportunity, it's about what's happening behind the scenes. It's about where your energy is going. And if your energy is being drained by lust, you're losing far more than just peace of mind. You're losing financial blessings. Lust is sneaky. It doesn't always show up as something evil or wrong. Sometimes it looks like love. Sometimes it feels exciting or harmless. But underneath it all, lust has one goal: to pull you away from your purpose. When you're distracted by lust, you're not thinking clearly. You begin to make emotional decisions instead of logical ones. You start giving your time, attention, and money to things that don't serve your higher self. And because you're emotionally invested, you often don't see the damage until it's already done. A lot of people spend their lives chasing attention and validation through romantic or sexual relationships. They go out of their way to impress people, buying gifts, paying for expensive dinners, funding trips, even supporting someone financially just to feel loved or accepted. But here's the truth. If you have to buy someone's love, it was never real to begin with. Lust creates the illusion that you have to prove your worth through money or material things. It tells you that if you just spend more, do more, give more, maybe they'll stay. Maybe they'll love you back. But what you're really doing is paying for affection, and that's not love, that's self-sabotage. Many chosen ones fall into this trap. They have big hearts and a strong desire to connect. They want love so badly that they ignore the red flags. They ignore the fact that the person they're investing in isn't investing back. They convince themselves that their generosity will be appreciated, that their sacrifice will lead to something real. But over time, they start to notice the pattern. The more they give, the more drained they feel, emotionally, spiritually, and financially. And here's where it gets worse. Lust doesn't just cost you money in relationships. It also leads you to spend on things that bring nothing but temporary pleasure. Clubbing, drinking, hooking up, buying things you don't need, paying for attention or entertainment that leaves you feeling empty afterward. The culture we live in promotes instant gratification. It tells you to treat yourself, to live in the moment, to follow your desires. But what it doesn't tell you is that chasing momentary pleasure is a trap. It keeps you broke, unfulfilled, and disconnected from your purpose. You work hard for your money. You dream of building something, whether it's a business, a legacy, or just a peaceful life. But when you're constantly spending on distractions, how can you ever build real wealth? Every dollar spent on a night out, on someone who doesn't care about you, on things that bring no long-term value, that's money that could have been invested in your future. That's energy that could have gone into building your vision. But instead, it's wasted. And the problem with lust is that it becomes a cycle. You get a hit of excitement, a moment of pleasure, but then it fades. So you chase it again. You try to fill the emptiness with more spending, more attention, more stimulation. But no matter how much you spend or give, it's never enough. Because what you're trying to fill isn't a physical need, it's a spiritual void. And that can't be satisfied by anything outside of you. Over time, this cycle leads to deep regret. You look back and realize how much time, energy, and money you gave away for nothing. You start to see how certain people took advantage of your kindness, how you were emotionally manipulated into giving more than you should have. It's a hard truth to face, but it's also a powerful turning point. Because once you see the pattern, you can break it. When you start to take control of your desires, everything changes. You stop chasing things that don't matter. You stop letting lust drive your decisions. You start valuing your energy. You start making choices that protect your peace and build your future. You become more mindful of where your money goes, who you spend time with, and what you allow into your space. There's something sacred about your energy, and as a chosen one, you need to protect it fiercely. Not everyone deserves access to you. Not everyone is meant to walk with you. Some people are sent to distract, delay, or even destroy your mission. And often, lust is the bait. It's how the enemy gets in. It looks good. It feels good. But it's designed to keep you small, to keep you broke, to keep you disconnected from your true power. Financial abundance isn't just about strategy or opportunity. It's about alignment. When your energy is clean, when your mind is clear, and when your focus is sharp, wealth flows to you more easily. But when your energy is scattered and your desires are running wild, abundance can't reach you. It's blocked by the chaos you allow into your life. The good news is this: it's never too late to shift. The moment you become aware is the moment you take your power back. You can cut ties with lustful distractions. You can stop spending money on people and pleasures that don't serve you. You can start investing in yourself, in your growth, your healing, and your financial future. Build your discipline. Practice self-control. Learn to sit with your emotions instead of running from them. When you stop feeding lust, you start feeding your destiny. You begin to walk in your purpose with clarity and confidence. You attract people who value your soul, not just your appearance or your wallet. You create space for real love, real abundance, and real peace. This isn't just about saving money. It's about saving your life path. It's about stepping into the version of you that's unshakable, mentally strong, emotionally stable, spiritually grounded, and financially free. And remember, no one is perfect. We all fall into temptation at times. But what matters is that you rise, that you learn, that you become wiser with every experience. Life will keep testing you. Lust will try to knock again. But the more you grow, the easier it becomes to recognize the trap and walk away. You are not here to chase people. You are not here to fund distractions. You are here to rise, to lead, and to leave a legacy. So protect your energy. Protect your money. Protect your mission. If this message spoke to you, if it hit something deep inside, then it was meant for you. You're not alone, and your breakthrough is closer than you think. Type 1111 in the comments if you're ready to break free, step into divine alignment, and claim your financial blessings. And don't forget to subscribe for more truth, clarity, and guidance as you continue your journey. Your abundance is waiting. You just have to say yes to it. Lust is more than just a distraction. It's a powerful force that drains your energy, steals your focus, and slowly eats away at your ability to build the life you're meant to live. For chosen ones, those called to do great things, create wealth, and walk in purpose, lust is one of the most dangerous traps there is. It doesn't just take from you emotionally. It robs you spiritually and financially too. It pulls you away from your mission and keeps you stuck in a cycle of temporary pleasure and long-term regret. You might not even realize how much it's affecting you. It starts small, a few conversations, a few flirty texts, late night scrolling, maybe even a few hookups. At first, it feels harmless, even exciting. But over time, it becomes a pattern, a cycle, and eventually, it becomes a way of life. Suddenly, Hours that could have been spent working on your goals are spent chasing someone who doesn't even truly value you. The energy that could have gone into creating wealth, building a business, or improving your life gets wasted on shallow encounters that leave you feeling empty afterward. Lust is an energy thief. Every time you give into it, you're giving away a piece of your power. Instead of using your mind to strategize, grow, and elevate, you get caught in mental fog. It becomes harder to think clearly, harder to focus, harder to find motivation. You feel tired even when you haven't done much. That's because your energy is leaking through these distractions. And when your energy is scattered, your ability to manifest abundance disappears. Many people wonder why they're stuck financially, why the money's not flowing, why opportunities seem to slip through their fingers. But if you take a step back and look at where your energy is going, the answer becomes clear. Are you building? Or are you chasing? Are you focused on creating the life you want? Or are you caught up in chasing attention, validation, and temporary comfort from people who don't pour back into you? One of the biggest lies lust tells you is that you're in control, that you can balance it all, work, goals, and still entertain all the distractions. But the truth is, you can't build a kingdom while constantly entertaining chaos. You can't rise to your highest self while your energy is constantly tied up in people who don't care about your growth. The more you chase lust, the less time you have to chase your destiny. Worse than that, lust often leads to manipulation and deception. It makes people blind to red flags. You convince yourself that someone really loves you, even if deep down you feel something's off. But lust clouds your vision. You ignore your intuition. You stop listening to your inner voice and start listening to flattery. And before you know it, you're caught in a situation where your heart is invested and your finances are too. So many chosen ones have been used, manipulated, and even scammed out of money because they trusted someone they were emotionally attached to. And by the time they saw the truth, it was too late. Their money was gone, their trust was broken, and they were left picking up the pieces. Lust makes even the smartest person make dumb decisions. It lowers your discernment and makes you vulnerable to people who don't have your best interest at heart. And sometimes, it's not just emotional damage, it's real, long-term financial consequences. Unplanned pregnancies, child support, legal drama, and toxic relationships that drain your bank account and your peace. One impulsive moment can turn into years of struggle. You think you're in control, but really, lust is calling the shots. The system doesn't care about your intentions. It doesn't care how spiritual you are or how much potential you have. If you make a financial mistake, you'll pay for it, and sometimes the cost lasts a lifetime. This is why self-control is so important. You don't need to be perfect, but you need to be aware. Every decision you make today is shaping your future. Don't let 5 minutes of pleasure cost you 5 years of financial stress. Think ahead. Ask yourself, is this helping me build the life I want? Or is this just another detour that will delay my blessings? Lust also leaves behind guilt and shame. And to escape those feelings, many people turn to even more damaging habits. They try to distract themselves by spending money on things that bring temporary comfort: alcohol, parties, drugs, shopping sprees, gambling, and more. But these things never fix the root problem. They just bury it. And while you're trying to numb the pain, your finances are taking hit after hit. You're not healing. You're just running. And the more you run, the more it costs you. You can't buy peace. You can't shop your way out of shame. The only real way to break free is to face it. Own your mistakes. Forgive yourself. And commit to becoming better. Start practicing discipline. Learn to sit with discomfort instead of running from it. Channel your energy into growth, not escape. That's where true power lives. But the damage lust causes isn't just physical or financial, it's spiritual. When you're caught in a cycle of lust, you lower your spiritual frequency. You attract chaos. You block blessings. Money is energy, and so is opportunity. When your spirit is clouded, your energy is off, and it shows. People can sense it. Doors stop opening. Ideas stop flowing. You start missing out on divine connections and golden opportunities because your vibration is too low to receive them. If you want to attract real wealth, real opportunities, and real abundance, you have to clean your spiritual energy. You have to protect your peace and elevate your frequency. And that means letting go of low vibration habits like lust. It means saying no to things that drain you, even if they feel good in the moment. Because the truth is, what feels good isn't always what's good for you. Not everything you're attracted to is meant for you. And not everyone who wants your body deserves your energy. At the core of all this, lust robs you of purpose. You were born with a mission. You were chosen to lead, to create, to build something powerful. But when lust takes over, you forget who you are. You stop being the leader and start becoming a follower. You stop creating and start consuming. You get caught up in other people's stories and forget to write your own. Instead of walking in your power, you start living for pleasure, and that's how greatness dies. Don't let lust make you small. Don't let it distract you from your vision. You have too much potential, too much wisdom, and too much power to waste it on people who aren't part of your destiny. You were born to rise, to thrive, to build something that lasts. But you can't do that if your energy is tied up in empty relationships and meaningless encounters. The world is waiting on your gift, but you can't deliver it if you're constantly drained, distracted, and disconnected. Take your power back. Reclaim your focus. Start pouring your energy into things that grow you, elevate you, and align with your purpose. This is not about being perfect. This is about being intentional, about realizing that your time, your energy, and your attention are sacred, about understanding that where you put your focus determines your future. You don't need to give up on love, connection, or intimacy, but you do need to stop settling for cheap imitations that cost you everything and give you nothing in return. Your journey to wealth and spiritual mastery starts with discipline. It starts with choosing your purpose over your pleasure. It starts with believing that you are worth more than short-term satisfaction. You are here to build something eternal. Don't let lust rob you of your destiny. If this message reached you at the right time, it's not by accident. You were meant to hear this. You were meant to rise. Type 1111 in the comments to claim your alignment and declare your shift. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel because your path to abundance, purpose, and power has only just begun.